everyone. I forgot to make countdown music again, so we just went live. You know what? I'm very willing to call myself out on all of the stuff I forget to do. You know,
well, it's a big factor of being chaotic. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
We keep people on our toes. It's a different intro every
I'm
single
social
time.
media-ing everybody. I'm not ignoring anybody.
Hello.
Welcome. I also forgot to upload. I try to upload the posters from the last one that we did. Forgot to do it. I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
it's like you
really?
made that.
Was that me?
No, that was me. No, I mean upload to here so we can show them to like.
I was like, I put on the Discord. I was on you about that.
Always. We haven't even started, and
we
it's
haven't
already
even started
gay.
yet. Don't worry, I'm sure it will be. Okay. Listen, we're here. They're uploaded, so
we're here.
We're here. That's really
question mark.
In this day and age, that's all you can ask.
I'm just gonna send this up for just to pity us, see how professional we are.
Pity subscriptions?
Yeah, we are too. Here we go. Welcome to Roll for Drama. Here we go. Listen, I'm spending money. It's all good. Yeah, you buying some magazines, I'm sure. Yeah. I
ones
know
out right now.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Magazines are in the tax bracket that I cannot afford.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
My white paper.
You know what? I'll actually, since it's like the classic people are here, I can actually tell them what happened before the stream started that we were all laughing about. So,
this will be on playback though.
This will be that's fine. Like, it's fine. Because it's not happening now because I fixed the problem.
Okay.
My shirt had
Visuals.
hey Nez, my shirt had like
traveled
slid down a little, and I leaned forward to do something, and it was a little too va-va-voom, if you know
Giving
what I mean.
Giving us a show.
And I was like, oh my, my apologies. And then we were like, we're not that kind of channel. And then Jesse goes, what? Day 6 is having a comeback. We genuinely aren't that type of channel.
We appreciate any and every support that you
we appreciate our family. Tell your friends to come to these streams.
You know, some of us already had an alt bias comeback recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Ace is coming back. It's it's a rough time for all of us.
Twice just came back.
We're happy. Don't be confused. Yeah. We're very happy.
Yeah. We're happy about all these things.
We're happy. My bank account, not so much, but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all the way.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. See, that's not even good for me because I have celiac, so I have to buy like $9 loaves of bread for the peanut butter jelly. Lucy, welcome. Okay, so. For anyone who's never come to one of these or is watching this and is very confused why they've tuned into this live stream, let me tell you what we do with this live stream. It's a roll for drama where it's based on a thing that a TikToker named Adventures in Ardia does, where he rolls a dice to help him make a sandwich, and it's called Roll for Sandwich. And he eats whatever cursed concoction the dice choose for him and rates it. So we have taken the spirit of that, and always we want to, give promo to who comes up with original ideas, because he's actually really funny. You should probably go follow him on TikTok. He's really good. He's like a really good dude. From what I can tell. Listen, I don't know him personally, but from what I can tell, he seems like a good guy.
For his video,
personal friend of the podcast. Kidding.
Personal friend of our
He will be.
Yeah,
we will make him.
You know what? One day. But what we do here is we roll some dice for various plot points, actors, tropes, various nonsense to come up with the greatest K-dramas that never existed, that we make together and with all y'all. So last month, it was part 2 of a series we did. The first part was in December. That's right. Always, Lucy, we always make it gay. The first part was actually we did a special for Christmas that was like a Thai BL special, okay? Mm-hmm. But we accidentally, the dice foiled us, but also gave us such great gifts that we were basically doing, you know how some Thai BLs have like the little advertisement mini show at the end of the episodes? That's what we basically did. And this was the poster for that. But we were not satisfied with that because there was such good material there
Mm-hmm.
that we came back for our first ever part 2, where we created the greatest Omegaverse BL, Mafia Vet BL, that ever existed. And then I make posters for this every week. They go up on our Discord. And I made the most discordant set of posters for the same thing I've ever made in my life. So the first set was very like indie romance BL, which was this was the first one. Look at this. This is ridiculous. And then this was the second one, because those were our 2 main couples. But then my brain said, wait, we also said the Mafia was involved in this. And so I made a series of 3 posters that were Mafia themed. This was the first one.
So good.
This was the second one.
So good.
Amazing.
And then featuring, we have a third poster because we did have like a cast of like side characters as well. So this was the last one here.
Incredible.
Hot.
Yeah. So we do this and we always make ourselves a little sad because they always seem like something that we would very much like to watch. But no, Thai BL this month. We're back to our usual. But if you're like, oh no, I guess the gay is gone. As Mike already said,
the gay never leaves.
It never leaves.
No.
We always give an opportunity for the gay to come back to us, you know? And by opportunity is we somehow make it. We
it just happens.
Provide opportunities.
Gay happens.
Listen, we are nothing if not, you know, queer cinema fans here in this podcast. So, and also, I apologize again for my lighting. It is terrible. It was not supposed to be sunny today, and I got very excited. But then clearly, I'm not. I look like I've been fan sign edited right now. Like I'm. But I have not. So if I like just disappear into like ghostly white, it's just the sun.
Listen, I mean, most of the time you're on the.
That's true.
The screen for our roles, so it works out.
All right. So shall we get into this bid?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. So as first off, we always pick what type of drama we're gonna do. We're doing a
tell you
D6.
might be a vampire.
I might be.
It's possible.
I don't sleep. I don't go outside. I have
the sun is like to
a
you.
bizarrely youthful looking skin for my age. I still get zits. Who knows? So anyway, we're rolling for what type of show we're making this week. I made a new background for this dice rolling. Okay,
love it.
See. All right, stickers coming up. Oh, okay.
6.
We're doing a
20 episodes.
Dang.
Oh, let us watch us.
We're doing a bad boy episode, but this is a real long one. This is a Netflix original. Like, all right. All right, next up we got our D12. Let me find the D12. There we go. Our D12. What setting are we doing for this? Boop, boop. 1. Let's see.
Office.
An office.
All right.
Drama. Okay, it's set in an office.
Okay.
Cool. Now our first D20. We gotta roll 2 genres, baby. And remember, 18, 19, 20. Those are the special ones. We're always looking for those 19 or 20s. All right.
We have a corporate romance.
Yeah. Okay.
1.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get.
Also,
First number,
yes.
5.
5.
We got a 5. And second, a 2.
2.
A 5 and
5
a
and a
2.
2.
Medical.
Romance.
Medical.
Oh,
Okay. Office. But like, okay. Technically, it doesn't have to be set in a hospital. Like, if it's medical,
That's true.
There's a lot of leeway.
It could be a dentist office.
With a tragic medical, like, it could be like an insurance situation.
And the tragic romance doesn't even have to be like part of medical. It could be just like before their past.
Dr. Stranger. No, Lucy. No, please. Please.
Paramedic.
Lucy.
Paramedics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Office can also mean so many things, right?
Sure.
We got lots of options.
Okay.
Here. Okay. All right. So, who is our leading lady?
Mm-hmm.
Leading lady. Let's find out with our D20 here. 16. 16. On chin.
Yes. All right.
All right. Like this
Okay.
is, you know, medical. She's, you know, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then next we do also have to pick our main actor. Let's see who is she pairing with. 7. Oops, I accidentally rolled it, but it was 7. I promise I wasn't lying. It was 7.
I saw the 7.
Okay. With
All right.
Okay.
She would be so pleased.
Yeah,
she would be very pleased.
You know what?
He would also be pleased. Let's be real.
Yeah, let's be real.
Behind the scenes, it would be fun.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting pairing here.
Okay.
Now, we need 3 tropes, okay? So we're going to roll these, and then I'll let you all discuss amongst yourselves while I make us our mini graphic, as we always do. All right, 3 tropes. What are we including in today's? All right, we need 13.
13. Lucky 13.
13 twice. No.
Lucky 13.
1.
1.
13, 1. And 20. Okay, 20 I think is something.
Oh, yeah, I think it's like a
20
roll
is
an extra time.
Okay, we have to roll 2 more times. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So, all right. So 13, 1, 10,
10.
and 12.
12.
All right,
1,
13,
12.
1,
10,
10,
12,
13. 13.
I wrote it all down in case we forget.
Faded lovers.
Okay.
All
We
right.
need a love triangle or square.
Okay.
Okay.
Opposites attract, easy. And then loan shark debt.
Wow,
Okay.
we're really getting into classic
like
K-drama
we're getting in
for
a
this
classic.
one,
And
which
since
works out for a 20 episoder.
It
Oh,
really
yeah.
does.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, now here's my suggestion. Since this is a love triangle or square, I'm going back to the dice for a second because I think we need to determine: is it square or is it triangle? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll evens, triangle, odds, square. 1 square. Okay, that means we need. Okay.
So we need
Now,
2 more.
here's
2 more.
We need 2 more dudes, okay? Now, the reason I say this is because we all know it's better when the woman is being pursued by multiple men. It's weird when the dude's being pursued by multiple women. Can we all agree? Like, that's
Also,
It's like why
3
we're
opens us up for the gay.
that's true.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Which,
side
you know what?
characters always get together.
Yeah, loan shark mistress, possibly. But that means that we need to roll 2 more dudes. Now, the fun part about these 2 dudes that we're rolling.
So it ended up being a square. I missed that part. I'm sorry.
Yes. It ended up being a
Square,
square. The fun part about rolling 2 more dudes is that these dudes don't get taken off of our sheet at the end. They remain because they're not the leads. These are but the
That's
poor
true.
second and third male lead. So 5
5.
Okay.
and
3.
3. Who else? Okay. Kim So
All
Hyun.
right.
Okay.
Wow.
So
That's
Hyun
it.
and Ji Chang Wook.
Chang.
You know what?
Dang.
Okay. Well,
All right.
the director is well known, and everybody just
And
decided.
everybody loves them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm gonna quickly make us up something, so everyone just I'm gonna move myself to the end here for conversational purposes.
Okay.
Everyone chat. Yeah, that's true. You know what, Mike? You're right. It could be. We can always make it a little gay. We can always make it a little gay.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
yeah.
Let me just everyone chat amongst
Should
thyself
we
while I-
like narrow down this medical? Like
Yes.
what we're gonna do? Like we could do pharmaceutical place or company or oh my gosh, like a little like a pharmacy in like a little small town.
Oh yeah.
Or there's those there are the people that work for pharmaceutical companies that they would work in an office, but then they go to a hospital to like sell the stuff.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Office, like kind of medical supplies, but also pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have small clinic in a small town. And it could go both ways in small towns. It could be like just a small town or a rural town. So it's like got more, you know, like farmers and that sort of labor work coming in as opposed to just like a small little quaint town.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. The place could need the loan. That could be the loan shark cycle.
Yeah.
Or
Tragic
one of
medical
the
soldiers, like,
square
this
is a loan
50%.
shark.
Oh.
Became
Okay.
a loan shark.
Oh.
And yeah, maybe they're a loan shark and they come to the small town and then kind of just get like stuck there because everybody's so like endearing and they just kind of like want to keep like new strangers in town. You know?
And the townspeople are oblivious that they're giving off
They
loan
serve
shark
us in
vibes.
trade
Like,
for
it's
chicken
just
and
another
veggies. Yeah, they all like trade. They don't use money, like hardly ever, and that's the problem.
Everyone just solves their insurance problems amongst each other, and no one, you know, borrows money.
Why didn't the sheep?
Oh.
All right, I'm coming, guys. I'm coming back.
That's fine. We have maybe it's in a nonprofit that provides medication to people in need, but need money to continue to function. Ooh, that would be a good one too.
You could have the baseline of the like pharmaceutical company, but then let's say again like another spoke of the square, so like another quarter of the square. Instead of the loan shark, you could have somebody being a kind of like the charity dude that's trying to make the program for the people in need and convince the company like, hey, can we do this?
Yeah, it could be like older people with expensive drugs and dialysis.
Okay, I like it. I love how we always go like immediately. Us and our entire chat is just like social justice.
Yeah.
We need to talk about.
It's not even an option.
issues.
Yeah, we just keep going to it.
Loan shark patient.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it's medical. Everyone will be hurt or sick at some point in this 20-episode drama.
This is the good thing about like doing like small town, because then it becomes like super general because it's like one of the only places you can get medical. So you can have the like extremes. You can have like someone coming in because they sprained an ankle, but you could also have someone who is on dialysis, something like that.
And if it's super rural, you can also have like a veterinarian who kind of doubles, you know, who like hits
who
the
helps
big
out,
stuff, like, or comes in for the surgeries and stuff to be like the second pair of hands, because you need more than one person and he knows how to stitch something.
The rainstorm with injured victims reminds me of the show
Jury-san?
Mountain. Yeah. Jury-san.
Jury-san immediately.
Soul swapping due to
All right, there we go. There we go. We're in. Here's our main cast.
So pretty.
Chemical spill. You know what?
Which would also be part of the like social justice. We could be like angling it because it's like a bigger company or something that did it to them.
We always have such. We can have a locker room shower scene. Of course.
I mean, like,
it is a K-drama. So.
We have the tragically.
Oh, I keep forgetting tragic
gosh.
romance. Okay.
Tragic romance.
Like, keep that.
The romance has to be sad in some way. Which, you know what? If we're going for the chemical spill angle, there's a very easy way to do it, right? Which is like, one of their dads was the guy who caused it, and that's the tragic romance, right? And her family's been adversely affected, etc., etc. You know how it is.
I mean, we could do something super shocking and have a situation where you think one of the other guys is the lead, and it's like a great romance. It's all, and then tragic, he dies, and then, you know, like halfway through kind of thing, and you're like, what? And then, especially
or gets hurt and has to
Netflix.
leave.
A bait and switch of a K-drama.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, if it's Netflix, it's going to be chopped into two 10 10 episodes.
Yeah.
You know, and like
You'd have,
the
like,
guy's
great,
gonna
like,
die
divide.
and people are gonna be like, what the heck?
Or they have to leave because it's like too like big of a medical thing. Like they have to go to the city to go to like a specialized hospital, and then they can come back after that second part during the second part.
As his twin.
Like,
if we're going for the classic K-drama. Listen, Nez, no one is safe. No one is safe when we're behind the wheel of these dramas, okay? Anyone
we care
could
about
die
the writing
at any
of the
moment.
show.
We care about the story, okay? No, listen,
Look out
Lucy,
there
we
for
always do ghosts. We can't
do.
always do ghosts, all right? We don't listen. We ain't the Hong sisters. We can't always have a ghost in it. We gotta pull it back, okay?
Just half the time. Or maybe
like
3/4.
80% of the time, somehow someone can see a ghost of some sort, or have some sort of. We can't always. Sometimes you just gotta get grounded in reality.
Listen, I'm one of those people that love ghosts.
I too love ghosts, but sometimes we have to
go for real.
restrain ourselves. No,
it's not supernatural.
We've done enough of this.
Chad is turning
all right?
against us.
We can't have another demon small town. We can't. We can't pigeonhole ourselves. Okay.
If you want Demon Small Town, you have to go look at the other one.
We
Yeah,
have a
we're
really
gonna
good one.
get
Our
a
last
live
Demon
for
Small
that. Italian. Get out of here. Okay.
So do we want her as the medical person, or do we want one of the other the guys, and she's just like lives in town, like she's been there forever?
I like her as the medical person.
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
I
mean, like, obviously, but like
We do. We also just like her, so that's
you know.
This cast is wild. We do this to ourselves
This is
every time.
really
I say that as though I didn't pick the most popular actors and actresses to make this list, but like, still, we do love.
still.
You could make a
do.
huge backstory for her, like her family, like maybe her dad or mom was a doctor, and then her other parent was like kind of a business person, and so she's kind of had both of that background a little bit, and so then maybe she wanted to be a doctor, but shenanigans happened to where she didn't pass the test, or she got pretty far in the medical field, but maybe didn't attain the doctorness that she wanted. But so
We've
she
got a
then
surprise
stayed
serial
with
killer already.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I should have known when Lucy finally had the day off to come. She'd be in here sowing discord in the chat. Listen, I'm not adverse to serial killer falls in love, but I feel like I don't know.
We've got to like test our limits as writers and not like throw in these things.
But you know what'll really help us test our limit as writers?
Uh-oh.
Well, we still need to do the like we need cliches.
Okay. We need to figure out which 3 of these nonsense we have to fit into our script at some point. Do the D20. Okay.
Okay.
19. 18. Oh.
No.
16.
16, 18,
Okay.
19.
So we have random white people. Easy. 18, a shower scene. They were thinking of you,
Easy.
Mike. And for some reason, a makeover.
Hey, it's not specific that it's about a person. It could be an office makeover. You redo the office.
Oh, that would be cute.
Great.
Renovation, same.
Okay. So those ones, I think we've been given easy
Or
things to fit.
Makeover for the loan shark to look less loan sharky. That would actually be very funny.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Man, too bad we didn't have amnesia. It could be like a loan shark that gets amnesia, and then like they do a makeover with him because he doesn't have any like clothes or anything.
It's true. The local towns giving him the old
All the little kids like.
pigtails. So have we determined that Wu Do-hwan is a loan shark? Is that what we're going with here?
Well, it doesn't have to be him.
The patient is a loan shark. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we have a lot of great ideas.
Yeah.
That
we
we
need
may
to
need
narrow
to
them
like
down.
narrow down.
Well, that's why I was trying to nail down her character. That's why I was trying to
Yeah.
talk about her
Did
backstory a little
manifest
bit.
Yeah.
So I think she could have ended up still on the medical side of stuff, but she has a little bit of background within business as well, just because she grew up in that too. But then maybe Wudu Huan, like he's more maybe the business side of stuff, possibly, or the funder, or a lot of other things. Because like if she's more on the medical, she'll be busy with that mostly.
What if this small town is one of the only places where something grows that they use for a big like medical whatever, and that's what it is. They're like a like a pharmaceutical in the sense of like they make whatever medicine for whatever or something. Because then that brings in like a business aspect, but also like really connects it to the community.
Or it could be like something like maybe I don't know agriculture in Korea, but I'm assuming they can like produce like cotton or something. So like something that they would be supplying for medical stuff. That's not even just like for drugs. It's kind of just like the generic like
like
for
the medical
something.
Supplies or something.
Yeah.
So
he could be like the small town, like head of the town chief person too. Like that could be an aspect. Because we have fated lovers and opposites attract.
Yeah.
Too.
So it's like, but opposites attract can mean so many things.
Yeah, opposites attract is actually really
like,
easy.
And it can be in such a like a level. Yeah. Like you can have it like be just a little bit, or like it could literally be just like their tastes, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then loan shark versus medical professional. That's a real opposite.
It's true.
This is true.
Now, because we have like a few ideas here. We have music. The one is like, also I'm listening to something very distracting music wise as well. Beyonce, get out of here. Okay. So we have like,
focus.
Okay. Bae, chill. Okay. So we have a few really good ideas here. We have like the small town that grows a thing, but we also have the idea of small town that was devastated by an industrial accident. It wasn't all the single ladies. I would have been gone. But then we also have the small town that was, so like, which one do we want to focus on? Do we want to do industrial accident small town or growing something interesting small town?
Well, the industrial accident could be in the past.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain went supernatural again. I was like, an industrial accident in the past, but now they grow something that doesn't grow anymore.
Didn't we do it in a big industrial accident? Like,
no. It was climate change caused by industrialization.
Yes,
right?
That's true. It was sci-fi.
Slightly different.
There was a lot of time travel. There was
also another one where Park Seo-joon's boyfriend, a member of Pentagon, had died in like an accident at work. But like, listen, the industrial work accident is a staple of the K-drama tragedy.
Really
this is true.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So,
but it's also like staple in society as well, like you getting hurt at job and then your job not like condescending you for that.
Yeah.
Oh. So the company that caused the industrial accident is usually a big conglomerate, right?
Yeah.
And so they caused the accident, and they've been having to do reparations since like years and years and years ago. Like back when all these people were kids, forever ago. But since this big conglomerate, so they've had to pay out reparations, they've had to do all these things. But in order to, again, try to make amends a little bit, one of their branches of either pharmaceutical, hey, we'll do this medical office, so we will provide services, maybe in exchange for some data. But maybe they don't even say the data thing, because they're kind of shady. But that doesn't mean that anybody in the main cast has to be shady. It's just as far as why would a bigger company even be involved in this town?
I like this angle, with the main cast being young when it happens, so they're not actually privy to a lot of what the information was, as opposed to you know, their parents and their grandparents who actually were adults when it happened. So they wouldn't have the same perspective, because then like later on in life, when this all happens, we can like, things can like, information can like slowly be trickled out that they just didn't know was a thing.
And that can be the tragic angle without it having to be a huge present thing, kind of like a past thing.
And like one of the guys could be new to town because he's from like the head conglomerate, whatever, and he's been sent in, you know, to earn his, maybe he's even like the son of the company, right?
Oh,
but
the heir.
Learning, you know, he's learning the ropes in this small place where nobody knows who he is. But like, he doesn't know what his, you know, family did to this community, and now he's in this community. He's like, wow, my family sucks, right? Like, but maybe like he knows about the accident, but he doesn't, you know, of course it's going to be that this accident happened because they were cutting corners or did something intentional,
and they're still going to cover it up to a point.
Accident, right?
There's a way that we could combine both of them. So we wanted it that they grow like a special thing. So what if it was a pharmaceutical company? Okay. And they put the plant in this town because the drug that they're making, like one of the components that they need for it is only grown in this area. But you know what pharmaceutical making creates? Wastewater. And you know what a lot of companies love doing? Pumping wastewater back into the drinking supply, because capitalism is the worst thing that's ever happened to this planet.
Well, and also it would affect the watersheds of all the crops and stuff too. So like that's another aspect.
And so, but poisoning the people and also, you know, just foolishness. It's an agricultural community, so that like really reverberates out. And so all the old people remember, but all the young people who no longer work in agriculture.
I mean, that. And then it's also got kind of the air of like the big mall that had been, you know, that fell down because of the cutting of the corners and stuff. It's got like that kind of like feel toward it.
You could have one of the characters could be a like a naturalist, like a botanist or or something like that they're working in the community to like out in the forests and stuff to try and like reintroduce species that maybe were wiped out during this nonsense and stuff.
Because they could also be doing it like their job is to figure out things so that the ground will be better, so that they produce more, you know.
Well, you could easily make 3 of the main characters like originally from the town, and then you have like the heir of the conglomerate who's not from the area.
He just knows of the town because of it being part of it. Okay.
And then that works.
Yeah, just between lovers. Yeah,
it's just between lovers.
Yeah.
So what do we really want him to be doing? Do we want him to really just be a loan shark, or is somebody a reformed loan shark, or what?
See, I can see him being the agricultural kid.
I can think of like a fun way to do it, okay? And this is bringing me back to a drama I love, which is Dolly and the Cocky Prince, where he's not a loan shark, but his family sure did used to be. Like, and all of the people who work for his family are, you know, kind of questionable because it's from back in the day, but they've now reformed into a legitimate corporation that but are still rough around the edges. So maybe he's the son of a legitimized corporation that has bought out this pharmaceutical company. And so is now sent to like oversee like what's going on, but he's still kind of you know, bit of a gangster, as it were. And then if you have her like working in the pharmaceutical company as like, you know, some sort of scientist or stuff, who has to now deal with office politics with a guy who, you know.
This is good. What if they lived in the town when they were very young and had very fond memory of it, but moved out before the accident, don't really know how bad things got.
That's a really good idea. You know what? This is why we do this with a live audience.
Well,
because y'all
which
come up with
could
good
be really
ideas.
easy because, like, what if he lived with just his mom?
Yeah.
Who maybe
And then he
later on
died.
passed or something.
Yeah.
And then got into the gangster dad.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Oh, I like this. This is.
I really
we're
like
adding
that a
some
lot.
deep backstory.
Tragic.
Oh, obviously the childhood friend gay crush. And with that mention of a gay crush, you know what I think it's time for? One second. I gotta click a lot of things. I think it's time for a plot twist, friends. What plot twist do we have to add into today's? Oh, sorry, my camera's going a little crazy. Into today's episode, let's find it. Oh, hello. Okay. All right, 15. What are we doing?
Questionable
identity. That kind of works.
I kind of
yeah,
that we kind of already did that. Like his identity.
Yeah.
Should we roll again?
We don't,
You know
Since
what?
we've already
roll
kind of
again.
done that.
You know what?
It is kind of like screaming brisk.
It is. You're right.
Okay. Stick it off. Okay.
If it's too good, we've already got it.
14.
Almost
dead.
Almost dead injury.
Listen,
We keep.
the dice want us to be successful and make a great tragic
They're
drama.
like,
Dice
You've already
is like,
got
you've
it.
got this already.
You don't need my
I can't make it
Well,
better.
It's super easy to have like, okay, who is the like naturalist, botanist, scientist dude? So are we all thinking who's the heir?
Buddha Juan is who I was thinking.
Okay, so we're making him the heir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Because the main
Because that
romance
makes
has
the
to be the
romance
tragic one,
tragic,
right?
right? Because, you know.
Is that you find out that, you know,
So then to me what's left is then you have like a botanist naturalist person and then you have like
Maybe that's the Chang Walk?
childhood friend, maybe town chief dude.
here's my thoughts on this. Okay. We go by how I've separated it just randomly in this image. All right, where Kim Soo-yeon is the botanist dude who comes with him as part of this, like, you know, in this pharmaceutical as he's going to take over operations at this plant that his family. Stop it, Lucy! Sowing discord in here. And then on the other side, and he's been secretly in love with Woo Do-hwan his whole life, right? Okay. And then you have Ji Chang-wook, our great bisexual character, maybe her ex. Okay. He's now the young town chief of this agricultural based town. So a bit of a towny vibe to him. Okay.
I like
And then that leaves the square open for the two dangling corners of the square.
Come together.
Otherwise, it's a love box, but we want to close that plane, you know, to make a true square at the end.
Love it.
So the makeover. Who gets the makeover?
Oh.
You know what? It could
The botanist?
It could be the botanist, but it could be Woo Do-hwan because he's still a little like rough around the edges, right? Because he's been raised by his gangster dad, who had just left operations of this pharmaceutical company to some, you know, lieutenant, which is why this accident happened all back in the day. But now that he has to go back, his botanist best friend is like, dude, you gotta look the part.
And he has really good fashion sense.
Yeah, of course.
Of course he does.
That also going back to what Sky said about it not being a person and like a makeover. What if it like a makeover of like a place or something?
That's true. If we're going like real esoteric,
like they decide to like do a makeover. Maybe this is part of what you get like the town to come also. Like they're like, let's beautify like the little thing. We get like all the town people, and he comes and is very active in it, which is like something he probably wouldn't have done before. So he's like part of the makeover, but it's for like a building and not like him himself.
If it's Kim Soo-hyun's character who's like gets involved in the town makeover, that also gives us the opportunity for him and Ji Chang-wook's character to like be butting heads and like annoyed with each other, but like, you know, annoyance changes over time, right?
Could be,
The suggestion that Red M10 here had, what if it was hers? What if she has a huge disfiguring scar this entire show? And since he's a gangster who's been hanging out with dudes with scars and tattoos, he doesn't really care. And maybe that's why like she and Ji Chang-wook broke up in the past, because she thought that she was very insecure about it.
Yeah, because
but he didn't care.
Says
but
that like these types of scars are
Mhm.
not good or whatever.
Yeah, or maybe he was like, hey, like maybe we should go to the city and like you can see a plastic surgeon or something. And she thought that meant that he didn't like her, but he was just trying to like, you know, make her feel better because she
was trying to fix
insecure.
things.
Mhm.
Yeah, but she didn't. But you don't need it to be fixed. Whereas to get no Batman, no. But and then like, you know, Woo Dong-hwan's character don't care because he was raised by gangsters. So why would he?
Yeah.
Why would he care? He's got a big ass back tattoo. I'm sure they always do.
It's always miscommunication.
Yeah.
I think something fun about Woo Dong-hwan's character could be that he kind of has two different ways of speaking. So he has kind of like the gangster style, so he's very used to that. But he knows like in the business world, he kind of has his separate like hyper professional speak as well.
Yeah.
So when he comes to the town, he tries to start off being hyper professional.
I like it.
But because of, you know, there's an accident going on in the town of some sort.
Of course, yeah.
And so he quickly realizes that his gangster speech is actually more widely accepted.
Yeah.
And he's always been kind of ashamed of that.
Yeah.
But he's actually more comfortable with it or something. So, like, that's a whole thing, too.
Because, like, this town wouldn't trust Suits, right? Because Suits would be who the company sent to, like, deal with the problem.
I mean,
yeah, you know,
maybe that's it. Maybe it's a reverse makeover where like he gets all suited up by his bestie because you're going into business and you gotta look the part, and then he gets to the town and he's like, nah, I gotta
be the person you are.
Like, I need my Hawaiian shirts back.
Find a happy medium, you know, somewhere like. I like this idea of authenticity as the main theme of this tragic romance drama.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, like...
Oh, okay, so we have a
yearning
random white people.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Random white people, easy. Scientists,
so
man.
Easy.
Scientists, pharmaceutical
scientists and suits. There you go.
Lawyers, easy. Like,
but, like, you can also have that, like, one girl that's always in stuff, and she always plays, like, just, like... you know, someone at the restaurant.
The little blonde one.
I mean, she could be the, like, maybe she runs the coffee shop in town or something. You know, she's a little barista or something.
Or she's just, like, married to someone in town and is, like, we have a lovely little bit about interracial family.
I always love that.
Always love the international family where it's, like...
Like in Love Tractor.
Yeah. Like or I was thinking more, this is going to be a weird one, but I was thinking more in line of, like, Modern Farmer, where everyone was at school was making fun of the kid whose mom was where was she from? Ukraine. And then they had to go in and be like, it doesn't matter, like, we are not going to be racist in this small town.
Aww.
Accept yourself. You should make fun of his dad. His dad's ugly, but his mom's hot. Let's go with that. And that was the basic end of that plot on Modern Farmer.
Oh, classic plots.
Classic Modern Farmer plot, you know.
More random and unexplained, like a mayor.
That's the Love Tractor. That's the Love Tractor.
Random foreign mayor, just cause. No one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. It's all good. And then so, like, every single, like, plot point could be, like, sort of leaning into this theme of, like, authenticity and inclusivity, which I know we're always up on a soapbox, but that's what we do. Where it's, like, everyone's arc sort of comes to, like, you need to accept yourself, and that's the only way that other people will learn to accept you if you do so unashamedly.
Yeah.
And so we're like rife for all sorts of stuff here. Like, I love our stuff that
And
we
we
do.
I
have
really like
lots
this
of
one.
little like story of the week, kind of like there can still be all those little.
I mean,
Lucy, we do every time. We do every time. All right,
but we
Lucy,
also
who do
haven't
you
like
want?
because we also haven't done those like really small secondary besides the random white person.
Yeah. All right, Lucy, you
The
pick.
random white.
Yeah.
We can
You
have
hear
that
something
random
fun?
white girl be the.
Yeah.
She
What
could be
ladies do you want to
Sogi's
pick?
girlfriend. Because Sogi's not here yet either.
That's true. Sulgi isn't here yet,
Sulgi
and
needs
she
a
is our mascot.
Yeah.
All right, Sulgi and White Girl are in a lesbian relationship.
I like it.
Love it.
And they have a cat.
And they have a cat.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's an like orange
Yeah, that's right.
tabby.
Random white girl lesbian. Who cares?
Yeah.
Sulgi's also a lesbian. It's an international, interracial.
Their cat used to be like a barn cat.
Yeah,
And
with
now
like
it's
missing
just,
like
like,
a
the
real
most
fucked
spoiled
up
cat in the
barn
world.
cat.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
now it's
you
the
know, it
most
was, like,
spoiled.
like,
They
missing
took
an
it out
ear.
in a stroller sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the most like bedraggled cat
And-
you've ever seen in your life.
And it'll be like,
Yeah.
I can't, I have to go home to the cat to
Yeah.
take care of the cat.
And the cat will be called like Princess or something. And it'll
Maybe
be
there
like
could be like a point, like one episode where the cat is like injured or something, and so they go to the medical office to get help because maybe they're so small that they don't even have a veterinary office, and it's like a switch.
yeah.
They have to
Had to call Fluffy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobby,
it's very
butterfly.
like
Yes, Nobby, great. But it'll be like missing an eye, missing like tail is like fucked up, and it hisses at everyone, and they're like, she's just a sweet little darling. Like, you know, they have it in like sweaters and a stroller. Peak,
Love it.
peak
no well.
lesbian behavior. I love that.
Well, and then as far as leaning into the authenticity thing with kind of the remaining corners of the love square, like as far as, you know, one of the corners very much already knows he has same-sex attraction on some level, but maybe bisexual icon hasn't thought of that all that much yet.
Yeah.
So like it's a thing. There's an we love a bi awakening.
We
like
do.
that's a thing.
And it could be also like really sweet moments where he's talking to the couple, the GL couple too. So like kind of like when he's starting to question things, he kind of like asks them kind of like in really like
I
sprinkle
think
conversation.
the four of them could be besties. Hey, like G.
Well, one of them could be like his sister. Like
Oh,
totally
yeah.
could be his sister.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that because
I think
love that.
As a Chekhov's bisexual, the first time we see him, he needs to be riding in on a motorcycle.
And then he just takes off his.
That's just what needs to happen. Okay, like that's how we as the audience know.
Yeah, and
That
media that comes in and
he's
he's like,
going
we're like, oh.
in a mood by
Black
the end.
guy.
So
of this.
to be Ji-Chae Wook's character, like, so he usually looks very towny, but then he has his motorcycle outfit that he is very proud of, but it looks a little gangster. He's kind of unaware of it.
Huh?
So then Woo Do-hwan's character is like,
Well, is he like
is he
the
gangster?
local?
Like,
like-
there's some
Yeah.
little confusion
Am I
there.
stepping
like
on
it.
somebody's? Yeah.
And you know, I feel like there should be some really fun like dialogue interplay where it's like he thinks that he's just talking like, you know, normal towny to this new guy in town, but this other guy thinks that it's like two gangsters like
Exactly.
Having
Yeah.
get out there. Yeah. And I'm trying to be like, I'm not trying to step on your turf. He's like, I'm not trying to step on your turf, and he's like, what's wrong with the grass? Like,
And
Yeah.
Kim So-hyun like barely understands any of it because he is like strictly soul accented.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't get any of it.
looks scary, actually sweetheart. Looks sweetheart is actually scary. That would actually be really funny if they make him like Ji Chang-wook's character sort of a bit rough around the edges, so like it's really easy to mistake as a gangster, but he's like just sweet, innocent guy. Whereas Sulgi, we have her wearing like cute ruffled dresses and like you know, like with the bows and like real like she's really into like kawaii like lolly fashion, right? But then she's just mean as hell all the time. She will square up at any
and she will be the one to like take like down anyone that hurts her cat or her girl.
Her
you
cat
know,
or her
she's
girlfriend.
like, step aside.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't even.
I just see these like conversations where like the three girls are sitting around chatting, and the lesbians are like, well, you know, we don't advocate for hetero nonsense, but you do seem to really like this guy.
But it could be like they're trying to get Ji Chang-wook and her back together because they actually genuinely like her. So they're also gonna be mean to this new guy in town who's like being like, but then Ji Chang-wook's like, oh, but Kim Soo-hyun is like, wait a second, we like where this is going. Like, okay. The small dog syndrome. That's true.
Oh, don't get Italian. I started on small dog syndrome.
It's funny because Sky and I both have chihuahuas, but our chihuahuas have completely opposing personalities. Like someone hurts someone tries to fuck with the cat at some point.
And it could be even like the most benign thing too. They just like comment about its looks, and they're like, "No,
how dare you!"
Like the entire town knows to not say anything at all.
It could be poor Kim Soo-hyun, who's like, "Wow, that cat is like looks like it been through like a grain thresher," and they'd be like, "How dare you speak about our sweet baby this way?"
Bogey would be so good in that, like the where it's like loving cat, and then instant flip to like just care. She'd be so good at it.
That would be a great opportunity for like bringing Ji Chang-wook and
that could be the introduction
where he's like, Ji Chang-wook's like, no, run, you know, like grabs his arm, like run. My sister's gonna kill you, like
And then Seulgi would be incredibly insulted at someone comparing this cat.
Yeah.
And I think we could get some good, like, government money from having all of these younger people shown in rural communities because and we will have some older folks filling out, like...
Oh, you have to have the cute old folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, the wind the window in my office, like, it's like the real best of
landlord specials,
corporate apartment housing, landlord special, and so like the frame is literally rotting out of the thing, but the wind just hit it, and the outside window, which is not attached to like anything, and only the screen is keeping it from falling out, is like just banging against the frame. So I'm like,
yes, all the old people will be shipping while sipping their tea.
Shipping while sipping. I love that.
And they're just like talking about those
Lucy,
youths.
I would like to thank you for the next certified
Noonas
t-shirt design logo right there.
It really actually works very well for our logo.
It does.
Incredible. I'm gonna actually write that down while everyone keeps chatting here.
After you write that down, I think we need to do another another plot twist, but then we need to look at our PPL thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got that to go.
Okay.
I love how we accepted office and we're like, okay, we're still gonna make it a small town thing because we want to.
Yeah. We love a good small town.
I mean, like we could have like fun, like an idol could be a receptionist. Like, yeah, we've got that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not living in a slum tenement. It's like not great, but it's not the worst you've ever seen, okay? And the rent is not bad. So I'm not going to rock the boat too much, you know? Okay, let's go back to this view. All right, so we need another plot twist.
Because a lot of them were too similar to what we were already doing.
Yeah.
11.
Oh my gosh, it really likes that half of the...
Awesome. Okay, this one might need a little bit of explanation for anyone who hasn't been with us for years.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day, there was a little drama called 100 Days My Prince. Yeah, Nez, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Explaining it. There was this drama called 100 Days My Prince, and Sky, Jesse, and I were all watching it together. And
it was after Drama Fever, like, killed it off.
Yeah, so we had only managed to watch half of it. Drama Fever died, and then finally, I think Netflix picked it up or something.
Someone did.
And then so finally we were like, okay. But in like the last quarter, they suddenly introduced this plot where everyone's talking about these Chinese envoys coming
for no reason.
Like the envoys, like they could have
constant.
And there was so much talk about envoys. We were like, envoys, and like we got a bunch of gifs that had like just Dio Kyung-soo from EXO, who starred in that, like looking yearning and just being like, think about them envoys, like when the envoys come.
So since then, I've watched a fair bit of historicals, and Chinese envoys do show up a lot because the historical thing. Like, we understand that, but in the specific instance that we were experiencing, it seemed very shoehorned, and they talked about it like it was a random obstacle for like.
It was just like another like thing, and you're like, we don't need it. This is the last like half, quarter of the show. We're already at like
there was a lot of plot happening.
Tragedy.
The envoys were completely unnecessary. But it's actually really easy to come up with an envoy idea in a corporate setting.
Yeah.
Because an envoy could just be another company trying to do like a takeover. That's like possibly even worse than the company.
And
or even that like lieutenant
could
guy.
Happen at that end part too. It could be like them trying to take over the other company, the foreign investment.
Exactly, Mike. White Canadian envoys who all have Baltic accents. Yeah. Eastern European accents.
So,
I'm
what would be so funny is we'd be like, no, we don't want any of the Canadian actors. We specifically want the Balkan accented ones.
Only. That's what we're looking for. I love it. And that's not just in K-dramas. I'm watching a C-drama right now that has like these just white announcers at this sports event. But it's just like, it's dubbed over by someone who clearly has no grasp of natural English, like flow of like how sentences are constructed. And I'm just like, this isn't awkward at all. Yeah. Corporate. Oh.
Japanese.
A corporate
We're really
spy
going
is a good
international
one.
on this.
I like the corporate spy. Yeah, I am watching Amidst a Snowstorm of Love. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know how awkward the English is in that. I like the idea of like a corporate spy. Because that's sort of an envoy from another corporation.
Yeah.
Who may be trying to recreate the accident again so that the valuation of the company goes down, making it easy for the other company to buy it.
They could also be just coming in because they're trying to get something and be like, see, they're just like trying to like make themselves look good, but they're still bad people. And so they're just trying to collect so they can be like,
them dropping some information kind of starts the whole everybody realizing what happened in the past when they were kids type thing.
Yeah.
Like,
they
kind of end up stirring up all that more because everyone kind of had hints or kind of they've been led to certain things, but
we could like those sippers and shippers, that could be also where their like storylines get a turn around, because then the person who's coming in starts like focusing on them more, and it brings up these like really bad memories of like what had happened.
I mean, that could be the envoys too, right? Is we said like the corporate whatever. If we do like big sort of flashback chunks of these older folks back at the time, and then you have the like corporate suit guys who would like come in and like,
or his father could come in with his like legal team, and then the old folks could remember like the members of this corporate team from back in the day who basically bought all of their silence, and that starts the whole thing, and then that leads directly into the like, and none of these people ever talked about it.
Yeah.
And then it brings back the tragic romance element where she then realizes that his father was the reason that, maybe her parents died of cancer or something because of this accident or something. And then it becomes a nice tragic situation.
I mean, we have 20 episodes. We can do a lot.
We can do all of it. We have time for every single one of these.
Yeah.
So, PPL slide. Here we go.
All right, PPL slide, baby.
What's a drama without some PPL?
Yeah, what's random? We've just added a brand new slide this month, and it's what PPL do we have to somehow seamlessly integrate into this show?
Some of these could be easy, but other ones.
Are we doing like multiple, or are we doing like 3?
Yeah, let's do 3.
It's 20 episodes. We got a lot of.
Yeah.
We could do it by like how our episode length. So it's every time it's a little bit different.
Oh, true. So we have to do like 5.
Okay, 1. Write down these numbers, Sky.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
1.
13.
13.
2.
We keep doing that, like the
6.
6.
And 16.
16.
All right, let's see
6,
what we're hawking.
13 and 16.
1 car.
Okay, we need a car.
Okay.
13.
The car he drives in on.
Iced tea.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Did we do 2? Oh,
We
you're
did
going by
2.
her. Never mind.
2.
Sorry. Subway.
Oh, the classic.
The classic.
6.
Earrings.
Earrings.
Okay. What was the last one?
16.
Kimchi.
Kimchi.
That's fine.
These are, listen.
I think
feel
Subway
like
should be the
given-
only company that's in town.
The
like the
only
only,
restaurant
like,
in
brand.
town is like,
Yes.
but like the
And they-
saddest, smallest Subway you've ever seen.
Yeah, and everybody talks about it. They're like, "Oh, we should go to the like fancy restaurant," and it's always Subway.
And actually, and for the first time, this could be acknowledged that Subway is not a fancy restaurant.
It's finally
That like Subway is not a place to like take someone for a date. And I can think of like how it could be done very comedically.
It reminds me of, I watched a Taiwanese drama years ago, and it was like, let's go grab a coffee together. Like, and so I was thinking, oh, we're going to go to a cute coffee shop. No, we went to Subway. I was like, oh, okay.
Like, it could be,
Subway could come around and help us at the very end.
It could be like in the middle where finally like this gangster is asking her out on like the first date, and all of like the people in town are like, oh, you should go to the restaurant. Like, there's only one restaurant in town. You should go to the restaurant. You should go to the restaurant. And then the next scene is him just standing outside of the Subway with her being like, no. No. This can't be. Like, I actually wanted to take you to a nice restaurant. You know, the restaurant. Which, you know what? Now, back in the day, there was a show called Chuck. And it almost got canceled, but the only reason it didn't was because Subway like stepped in as the main sponsor of this TV show and got it saved. And when I tell you the PPL that this show did for Subway was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, the one I remember is like they work at this electronics store, and like the boss is like, you better not be bothering me, as I'm sitting down, and then he unwraps like his sub. He's like, to sit down to a succulent like sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. If anyone's to bother me while I'm eating this delicious sandwich, I might lose my mind. And so I feel like Subway would enjoy like just sort of like this comedic like
I think they would.
So I never shoehorn him in, but I request that Chanu is put as the worker at the Subway, since he is a Subway spokesmodel.
But can he be just for that episode too?
And
like
no
he's
lines.
just like,
it's just
no lines. He's just
and they try to make him look
sub.
as towny as possible, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so he's
like,
just sitting there like they're all like looking at the like menu and being like, "Oh yeah, we can put this and this and this on it," and he's just quietly
he just literally the sandwich, no lines.
give him the hat too. Yeah.
Like they don't do any of like the, you know, like the dramatic like shots of the cameo.
Never
like,
seen again.
Never seen again. Never seen again. I think
Not
that would
even
actually
acknowledged.
It'd be so funny because
Very
before
funny.
it, there will be all those like little posts on social media about
Yeah.
like how it's been like
He's in it.
cast
He's
as
in
a
it. He's in it.
cameo.
And it'd be like 30 seconds of him making a Subway sandwich without any lines. He strikes me as the kind of person who would see the humor of that.
He would 100% like be like, yes. this
He
is what
would
I
maybe
wanna do.
request that the background would have one of his songs playing, but yes, that would be he would be cool with it.
Yeah, that's easy.
Or like the only like the last scene you see of him is like them leaving the restaurant and he's just sweeping.
Just like watching them, like. An easy car PPL is when they arrive in town, their car gets stuck in mud.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
then someone driving, I don't know, a Jeep or something, whatever brand, a Volvo, okay, SUV comes up and is like, let me help you out because the 4-wheel drive is incredible.
Yeah.
Now, see, the gangster's no longer a gangster now. He's a reformed gangster. Iced tea, that's easy. We got the sippers and shippers.
They only drink a certain type of tea.
They be drinking.
But it's also like
to
comment how hot it is outside too. So that's
so
why they're
refreshing.
drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, gratuitous shots of the gross looking cat sleeping on the car.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Next up we've got earrings. Easy. Gift her some beautiful earrings.
Because we have to. Yeah.
We have to. That's right.
Only the best for the elders.
But but not like it's not a romantic gift. It's like from the elders of the town or something really sweet as like gratitude for helping them through like something really cute about the town.
Some moment where it's like, we know your mom would have done this for you if she were still here, right?
It's like, your birthday, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they could have been like, the old people in town could have been like trying to like collect money, but they couldn't get enough for these very expensive earrings that like they knew that she liked or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the gangster steps in and secretly gives them the rest of the money, but it's like, don't tell her they're from me. Then you have the nice romance element right there.
Right.
We got it.
And then
kimchi.
The kimchi. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna have a kimchi scene, right? Making scene, right?
But we gotta be advertising a brand of kimchi.
It could be. Okay, is there a point where like the guy goes back into like the city and he misses the kimchi that was made and he goes to grab a kimchi at the store like, and it's like a product kimchi.
Brand, and he's like, wow, it tastes almost the same as the homemade kimchi. Easy. Listen, they should be hiring us. We're doing this much more seamlessly than like this.
A little over an hour, and look what we've made. Come on, give us the money.
Money, please.
And we also promise no noble idiocy because we don't do that.
Well, unless
it forces us to.
Unless the dice make us, we don't do it.
Yeah,
and even then. There are ways to get around.
Also, some of you decide that like things are noble idiocy when it's just the female reserving her right to make a change and not go with someone, even if he seems like the coolest guy in the entire world.
Well,
we'll say that.
Not some of y'all.
Not some of y'all. That was
people. Drama watching.
You're not y'all.
Y'all are cool, okay? The people watching this video, we know you don't do that.
Because we support women's rights and women's wrongs.
Yeah. You're allowed to not be perfect, too.
I think we've arrived at the hardest part of every role for drama.
Gotta title it?
We gotta come up with a title for this absolute
This is the hardest part.
Drama. So, what are we titling this absolute masterpiece? Because without a title, I can't make a poster.
That's true.
Sometime next week or the week after, that'll go up before next month.
Oh.
So, what are we're taking title suggestions from the live chat right now. Son, why? You're bad. Calm yourself.
So did we emphasize the fated lovers aspect at all?
Oh, maybe we did.
Well, shower scene is also something else. I'm just like,
well, shower scene means just
it's easy.
Listen,
we could put.
You
who
can get
do
3
we want
different
to have
shower
scene. Yeah.
Everyone can get a shower. Every single member of this cast.
You get a shower scene. The cat gets a shower scene.
Like a rain scene where you see Unwoo in the back being rained on. Shower scene. Like you get everything. And I think like the fated lovers thing was definitely maybe. The fated lovers thing would definitely be like the kid aspect, right? Where it's like they were fated as, you know, they were, you know, maybe cute little flirting as, you know, little 8-year-olds or whatever. But like then
he gave her a little weed flower once upon a time after she skinned her knee or something.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we don't have to have the fated romance be for the main leads. What if the GL couple has the fated romance?
That's true.
Yeah.
Where it's like they saw each other.
Yeah,
like across.
Maybe
across,
they
met eyes at immigration,
or like, but didn't like know each other. Or, yeah.
And then,
Oh, they could have like met, like they both were backpacking Europe or something, and they met at a hostel, but like they didn't know each other, or they didn't actually meet. They were just like
we could have like a series of just like really cute backstory, like this backstory, this story within a story, where you get the backstory of this lesbian couple meeting, where they were both independently backpacking, but then kept showing up at the same hostels and being like,
yeah.
That'd be super cute.
And then you know, cute little random scenes of them teaching each other their language.
Yeah. And just talking about just like random things, and maybe they would talk about their love of cats at one point.
Like,
or that's why they made each other.
Because they're both like they're both petting different cats and then meet eyes across the street while petting stray cats.
I love it so much.
We love you, cat lesbians. We love you. All right, so I see Sunset Lovers.
Sunset Lovers, Sunrise Sound, Accidental Romance.
I like Sunset
A Destination Disaster.
That sounds like it's more like it's going to be like a actual disaster
film. Yeah.
I do like Sunset Lovers quite a bit. There's something about that really feels... Because then you have a lot of beautiful golden hour footage, right?
Yeah, it could be that.
Over the fields of grain.
The two people, each time they are the lowest, there's some random occurrence. Oh. Yeah, that would be sweet.
I could see like ways that could work. Like, you know, if she's in the city and like she's trying to like catch a cab, and then this guy's like, "Oh, you can have mine," and she's just like, "Thank you," like not paying attention because she's in a hurry, but it was him the whole time.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember because
I mean, it could be like super like easy too.
And that's those epilogues. Like stack those epilogues.
And I mean, like it could be for all of the couples too. It could be like for like everybody, like honestly, the entire town.
Yeah.
Small town sweetness. Yeah.
Yeah. It is. Happenstance. That's an okay title.
Pot of Luck.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The one I like the most is Sunset Lovers. Lucy, I do like that title.
I think it's like good K-drama title.
Title.
It is.
Yeah,
it's true.
And I like that. Like if we intentionally add into this like stories that like the shots are always like a lot of
golden hour shots.
So like it like doesn't. It's like it references everything, but it also references like what we specifically shot, like as opposed to
And it's like every time like there's like some big sweeping romantic thing, it always happens at sunset, and then it's just like,
I mean, yeah, and there's like, you know, times when the like all the old people in town are like sitting and just enjoying like being together and talking, and it's that time too.
And the lesbians sitting with their cat watching
and it just like the cat on the car just like enjoying the warmth of the hood. It'd be like that time as well. Love it so much. Did we get through everything?
I think we did everything
that we needed to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through, like, to me we got Fated Lovers, Love Square, Opposites Attract, Loan Shark Debt. We kind of changed that a little bit.
But listen, we get a little creative with it. You know,
Random White People, Shower Scene, Makeover, Questionable Identity, Almost Death Injury. To me, that's just easy to just amongst all the stuff we've done.
Yeah.
That was the backstory.
Envoys.
Is a bunch of people almost died.
Yeah.
That would be so. Listen,
I think this was the
creation
fastest we've ever done one of
creation
these.
goes quickly. You know, sometimes
When you
it
really
takes
like
work.
what you're writing, it just goes.
Also, I think it helped us putting it in a small town because it's really easy to. I don't know. Small towns make it easy to make some of those things happen.
We like
Whereas,
small town dramas, okay?
Yeah.
Sundown City. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That means something
Yeah.
different in America. No.
Brainstorming.
We should really be a writer's room. It's getting more obvious every month that like the drama world needs
This
us.
is, our fate.
Yeah.
So this is copyrighted. If any of you
We will come
companies
down.
want this, you have to come talk to us about it first. Give us some money.
Is there anything else you want to add before we vamoose for today?
I don't think so.
Oh, we have to pick our new people on the list.
Oh, yeah.
Always. All right. We need a new lady, new fella.
We did have, I feel like I wrote down on deck was Park Gil-young from A Good Day to Be a Dog.
Okay.
That gal. I wrote her down last time because someone had suggested.
Do we have, what's his name? The Mr. Goo, also in, the newest show,
Oh, him? That'd be good.
you know who I'm talking about? That's who's also, in the, oh my God, the Beiduna TV show.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
He's
So-
in a Killer Paradox right now.
Sun.
Yeah. You know what?
I like.
Yeah,
Yeah, Son Sun
I've
Kyo.
got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be down for being in a BL.
Thanks.
Sun Suk Koo. All right, we've got our two new people to add. What a fun time we've had. Well, thank you. God, again. Thank you, everyone.
This one.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. We'll be back next month with another one. But next week on Wednesday at 8 p.m., we've got not Roll for Drama. We've got Idol Managers back, baby. That's
Yay.
right. Idol Manager. You're like, that's still going? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Never ended, baby.
The
It'll
longest
never
running
end.
Idol
We're-
Manager streamers
we're the-
in
We
the
have
world.
money now.
Yeah, we are the longest running Idol Manager streamers ever, I'm pretty sure. Who are playing it not pervy too. So that's where the real difficulty comes out. Is not playing it as a perv. So that's on Wednesday, and then the week after that we've got our what's coming up in March, because that's right. That's
Time
right.
flies, man.
Time flies. And of course we have episodes coming out every Monday, so we'll see you then. Anyway, thank you for coming. We'll see you next time, and we hope you had a great time. So,
Bye.
Bye.